Hi again, first grade. As you can see, I have the sky behind me. I even have a little waterfall, one of my favorite gifts from a friend. Because it's a little noisy outside today and we're going to skywrite, so I thought if we can't go out and skywrite on the sky, then I'll just bring the sky inside. So today we're going to be skywriting the last 5 spelling words because yesterday we did the first 5. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what you're going to do tomorrow, and I'll be dictating some sentences for you to mark. Okay, so first of all, let's always start with our vowels. Vowels are very important, so make sure that you're saying them after me. Okay, A apple A safe A, E ed E Pete E, I itch I pine I, O octopus O home O, U up U mule U rule oo. Great job. And so now we are going to do some of our vowel teams. Okay, let's do some that we haven't done in a while. Let's do OY boy oi. And let's do AI bait A. And how about OU trout ow? And OU soup oo. And last one, let's do a W saw all. All right, so before we skywrite our words, let's look at all of our spelling words and let's say the ones from yesterday that we did. Remember we did the first 5? So I'm going to point to them and you say them with me. Work, right, there, because, want. Okay, so now today we are going to talk about and skywrite our last 5 words. Okay, so first let's look at our words and think about a sentence that we could use them in, and think about some different ways that we can use some tricks to help us remember our trick words. Okay, so the first one is great. And we talked about how it has the word eat at the end, even though it doesn't say greet. It says great. Like, I hope you are having a great Thursday. Okay, and then we have the word no. And remember, this one has a digraph, KN. The K is silent. So then this has OW snow O at the end. So if you can remember that there's a K there, you can do that word no. And remember, that's got a homophone. This one would mean like no. This one means I know that. I know this word. Okay, and then we have people. People looks like kind of a long word, but I think we talked about how we could say our little rhyme, like in Miss Gerke's class. We say P-E-O-P-L-E. And I think Mrs. Cora does Peoply. Whatever it is that helps you to remember it. Okay, and right now I think there are lots of people outside my window. I can hear them. All right, and then month. And remember we talked about how that has a digraph blend, nth. So if you can remember that that is an O, then you can kind of sound out month too. And our month is April. All right. And our last word from last week is almost. Right? Like we are almost finished with this week. Okay, so remember this is the like all, but just one L, and then we can kind of sound out most. Just remember that O says its name in that word. Okay, so now we're going to skywrite all of our words. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to hold it up and we're going to write it up in the sky, and we're going to have big strong arms, and then after that you're going to write it on something in front of you. Okay, ready? So let's do great. So we have G-R-E-A-T, great. Now do it on something in front of you. G-R-E-A-T, great. Okay, and now our next one we're going to skywrite is no. Some big strong arms up in the sky. We have K-N-O-W, no. Take your finger and do it in front of you. K, N-O-W, know. Okay, and now we have the word people. That's kind of a long one, so hope I have enough room in my sky to do that. I'm going to start way over here, and we say P-E-O-P-L-E, people. Now do that in front of you on something. P-E-O-P-L-E, people. Now let's do month. Okay. Up in the sky, M-O-N-T-H, month. Okay, now you do it on something in front of you. M-O-N-T-H, month. Okay, and our last one we're going to skywrite is almost. Okay, so let's start over here, and we have A-L-M-O-S-T, almost. Okay, now you do that. A-L-M-O-S-T, almost. All right, so now I want you to get your pencil and paper. Today I would like for you to use pencil and paper instead of your board, because I want you to be able to show your teachers what you did. Okay, so I'm going to use my board so that mine can be big and you can see it really good, and then you're going to write it on your paper so that you can show your teacher what you've done. Okay, so I'm just going to dictate sentences today. We're not doing the words because these sentences are going to have some of your trick words in there. And then it's going to have some of our review words that you can mark. Okay, so the first sentence we're going to do is, where is the contest this month? So say that with me and we'll count the words. Where is the contest this month? Okay, so now I want you to pause the video and write and mark that sentence. Where is the contest this month? All right, let's check it out and see how you did. Okay, where, remember, it's kind of like the word there. It's got E-R-E at the end. Did you remember a capital W? Very important, don't forget that. So we have W-H-E-R-E, where, and then don't forget just one finger space, not two, not three, not zero, just one. So where is the, right, is easy. And then contest is a two closed syllable word. Remember we had that as a spelling word. So the first syllable says on, and the next syllable is est. And you guys know all about that word, taking all those spelling tests and math tests. Where is the contest this? You can sound out this. And then month is your trick word. Okay, can you spell it with me? M-O-N-T-H. And then I kind of raised my voice at the end, which told me that's a question I'm asking. Where is the contest this month? Okay, so now let's mark it. Where is a trick word, so it gets a circle. Is a trick word. Do you know why? It has S bugs, Z, is. The S sounds like a Z. The is a trick word. Contest is not. Remember, I told you it's a two closed syllable word. So we're going to separate it between the two consonants, N and T. Contest. And since they're closed syllables, the vowel gets a breathe because they say the short sound. And then I see the blend ST, st, at the end. This is actually not a trick word because it has digraph TH, and we can sound it out, is. It doesn't say this like IS. So this is a closed syllable word. I know sometimes we learn that as a trick word, but we can actually sound that word out. And then we have month is our trick word. How did you do on that one? It's easier when it's got a lot of trick words, right? Okay, so now we're going to do the sentence, we write many words in our classes. So let's say that together and count the words. We write many words in our classes. So it has 7 words. So you pause the video and then I want you to write and mark, we write many words in our classes. Then come back and check it. All right, so let's see how you did. We is a capital W, just like the last sentence, with E. We. Write is our trick word. It has W-R, the W is silent, and then I hear ite, I-T-E. We write many. And then we said, last time I think we talked about some tricks to help us remember. It can be the word man with a Y. It can be the word any with M in front. We write many words. And we actually had word as a spelling word, but we had to put S because that's plural. It's more than one. It would be silly to say we write many word in our classes, right? So it's more than one. We write many words in. And then our is O-U-R, not A-R-E. And then classes, we can tap that out. So let's tap it. K-O-A-S, class, classes. So I hear col, C-L, then I hear a, and then I know because that is a short vowel before s, I need a bonus letter. Did you remember your bonus letter? And then we're going to put suffix es, classes, which also makes it plural, more than one. And that's just a statement, so it gets a period. Okay, so let's see how you did on marking them. Lots of trick words in this one, because we is a trick word, write is a trick word, many is a trick word, words is a trick word, and is not. We can sound it out. It's a closed syllable and gets a breathe. But our is a trick word. And then we have classes that we tapped out, so we know that's not a trick word. I see CL as a blend. We have bonus letter S. We circle suffix ES. Our base word is class, and that has one breathe. It says a, one vowel, so it's a closed syllable word. How did you do on all that? That's a lot to mark for that word. Okay, we're going to do, you are doing a great job with your work. So let's say that together. You are doing a great job with your work. Wow, that one has 9. That's a really long sentence. So you're gonna pause the video and write and mark, you are doing a great job with your work. Come back and see how you did. Okay, so the first word was you. And did you remember your capital Y? And then it's Y-O-U. R is A-R-E this time. You are. Okay. Doing is the word do with I-N-G. So we have D-O-I-N-G. And then great is our spelling word. Can you spell it with me? G-R-E-A-T. You are doing, oh my goodness, I forgot, Sometimes that happens and my boys and girls are like, Miss Kirky, you forgot a word. You are doing now we'll put great. It's such a long sentence, even I forgot a word. But if you go back and check it and read it like I did, you'd be like, oh no, I forgot a word. Sometimes it helps to go back before you're finished with a sentence that's really long, because then it's hard to erase the whole thing. So you are doing a great job. We can sound that out. Job. With. You can also sound out what, if. Then your is like the word you, right, but with an R. So it's like you, put an R on it, it becomes your. And then work is also our trick word. Let's spell that. W-O-R-K. So let's read it back again and make sure we got everything. You are doing a great job with your work. And I'm showing emotion in that sentence because we're also proud of you with all the great jobs you're doing with your work. So that gets an exclamation point. So now let's mark it. You is a trick word. Are is a trick word. Doing is a trick word because do is a trick word, even though we know ing says ing. Is a trick word. Great is a trick word. Job is not. We can tap that out. So that's a closed syllable word, and it gets a brief. With, we can actually sound out too because it has digraph th. The I says I, so it's a closed syllable word. But your is a trick word, and work is a trick word. That one wasn't too hard to mark because it had a lot of trick words, and they just get circles. So how did you do with all that? Make sure that you show that to your teacher during showtime, or you can send it to them in an email. And before we go, we're going to talk about what's tomorrow. Okay? I have a little short video for you to watch to review quotation marks that we talked about. Remember quotation marks, some people call them speech marks, some people call them talking marks, but really they're quotation marks. And they just, it's like they hug the words that someone says. So if you want it, you can read the little rhyme with me. Quotation marks come 2 by 2, use 2 before, then 2 when you're through. And close are the words said by another, like, clean this messy room, yelled mother. So remember that the talking marks come at the beginning of what someone says, and then at the end, you always put a capital letter inside the quotation mark, and you put a comma at the end. Okay, so that's what you're going to do tomorrow on the story, The Pink Dress. Okay, you're going to be reading. You have to print this out, then read it, and then go back and see how many quotation marks can you find, and you're going to circle them. And then to make it a little bit of a challenge, see if you can find where your commas should go. Okay, because we talked about that yesterday. We had a little video, a funny one, and then today's video also is going to talk about that. Okay, or tomorrow's video actually. So I want you to go out and I want you to have a great Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.